Hello, folks. Welcome to today's football predictions on Betcraft. Another very beautiful Friday morning. Once again, we're back with our predictions as usual. We always look at football matches going on across the globe, and we select a few of these football games and look into them, and also take a look at the previous results that they have in recent times. Using those results, we come up with the verdict for each of these matches. That's what we do on a daily basis, and exactly what we're going to do in a short while. But want to ask the folks who are coming across our video for the first time, take out time to hit the subscription button and turn on the notification so you don't miss out on our football predictions that be coming up here on a daily basis. Also, remember to join our VIP special group. Where we have. I personally choose games that I feel that are much more closer to certainty of coming out correctly. That's what I do there. Just click the join button and you'll be on our special group. All right. That being said, without further ado, we head to the business of today, and we'll be starting our games today with the European Under 19 Championship, where we'll have Spain who will be coming up against Denmark. Okay, and when we look at the recent games for each of these two sides, you can see that for Spain it is 4 victories in the last 6 games that they had, as well as 1 draw and 1 loss. And on which side Denmark, on the other hand, have won 5 games and a draw out of the last 6 matches that they had. They've been doing so very well on the 19 side. And when you look at how these two teams fared from home and away basis, you can see Spanish side have actually won, 6 matches and 2 draws in the last 10 home matches. They've also had 2 losses. And away side, Danish under 19 have had, 5 victories, and also they've had 4 draws out of the last 10 away matches. All right. And just 1 loss. All right. And the last time both teams met, it was a 2-1 victory for Spain. That was actually in July of last year. But judging by the records that we have in recent times, I always, see that the Spanish side are averaging 2 goals per home matches, and also the Danish side averaging 2 goals per away matches. That tells you that these two sides score a lot of goals as well as conceded also. So we expect to see, lots of goals there. It is a minimum of 3 goals to appear in this very encounter. So it is an over 2.5. That's what we expect for this very encounter. Okay. All right. That takes us to the next step for today. It is in Swedish second division, where we have Orebro, who will be facing Sandviken. All right. For Orebro, it is 3 draws and 3 losses out of the last 6 games. And away side, Sandviken, 2 wins and a draw. Also 3 losses in the last 6 games. And looking at how the two teams fared from home and away basis, you can see that Orebro have managed just 2 victories and 3 draws, but have lost 5 games in the last 10 home matches. And Sandviken, their away side, have won 2 games and 2 draws, losing 6 matches in the last 10 away games that they had. But when you look closer at the scoreline, you can see that for the home side, they've actually produced a scoreline that is actually over 2.58 times out of 10. And the same applies to Sandviken. The last 10 away games that they had produced over 2.57 times out of the last 10 away matches for Sandviken, the away side. So when we put all that together, we expect to see a lot of goals here, and we're going for the 3 goals to occur in this very encounter. Okay, it is a minimum of 3 goals to appear here. So we are going for over 2.5. That's what we expect for this very over 2.5. That's what value for that very game. All right, and the next start that we have for you today is in Norway second division. When we have Brand 2 will be up against Sotra. Okay, and at the looking at the recent games, you can see that Brand 2 have had 2 victories and a draw, as well as 3 losses in the last 6 matches. All right, and the Wayside Sotra won 3 games as well as 2 draws, and also they've lost 1 match in the last 6 or 7 games that they had so far. When you take a look at the results for home and away matches that they've had, you could see that Brand 2 in the last 10 home games have been able to achieve 6 victories and 2 draws, and also they've lost 2 matches. And away side Sotra have done so very well, winning 7 games and 3 draws. They've not lost a single match in the last 10 away games that they had so far. But again, for the home side, a lot of goals, 9 times out of 10 have produced over 2.5, and also the away side have seen over 2.5 5 times out of 10. Okay, but the last meeting between the two sides saw them playing out a 3-1 victory. Sotra won on that occasion from home against his very side, but we also saw them playing out a 4-4 draw in the last meeting that happened in July of last year between the two sides. So in this one, we are going for also to see a lot of goals. We expect to see 3 goals at a minimum in this very encounter. So it is on over 2.5. That's what we expect for that very encounter. All right, over 2.5, a minimum of 3 goals. That's our verdict. Okay, and that will take us to the next game for today. It is in Ireland first division. We'll have Trinity United who will be facing Bray Wanderers. Okay, and we go ahead to look at how these two teams fared in recent times. We see that Trinity United in the last 6 matches have produced 4 victories out of the last 6 games, as well as 2 losses. And we said Bray Wanderers have won 3 games and a draw, but have also lost 2 matches in the last 6 recent encounters. When you look at how they fared for home and away basis, you can see that Trinity United, the home side, have been able to achieve 6 victories. Also, the last 10 home matches, they've had 2 draws as well as 2 losses in the last 10 home games. And away side, on the other hand, Bray Wanderers, have actually won 4 matches, and have also had 3 draws as well as 3 losses out of the last 10 away matches that they had. And look at the recent games for the home side, Trinity United. The last home game they had sort of winning against Longford by 5 goals to 1. They've been scoring lots of goals lately, and also prior to that, we saw them defeating UCD on that occasion, beating them by 4 goals to 0 from home. So that tells you Trinity United have been also doing so very well from home. And even though we know that the last meeting between two sides, Bray Wanderers won from home on that occasion, defeating them by 2 goals to 1. But here we are expecting the home side to take the day here. So we expect to see the home side not to lose. We expect to see the home side either winning or drawing, and under 4.5. So home win or draw and under 4. That's our value for that very encounter. Okay. And that concludes it for us today on Betcraft. Wish you the very best of luck and hope your ticket goes great. Remember to play responsibly and football matches sometimes may not be exactly what it presents. Also remember to join our VIP, special VIP group where we have games that are, I believe now quite closer to coming out, correctly. All right. That being said, tomorrow is another day. We'll be back with our predictions right on this very channel. Do not miss out. But until that time, keep on.